You ready for this? All right, I want you to take your notebook out. You're gonna wanna jot this down. Here's the thing. When we bring someone into our marketing funnel and we bring someone into our ecosystem, remember the thing is that marketing is really about creating a one-on-one relationship and a point of intimacy with people in a one-to-many way, all right? Now, what most people try to do, they try to automate something that really shouldn't be automated. More than likely, you don't need a ton of customers. You need quality connections that are going to end up actually turning into customers of yours. Okay, so I talked about the SSF method. Well, every single piece of content that you create, every single message that you put out there is always in one of these three brackets. Either it's talking about the pain and problem, it's either talking about the process or methodology, or it's talking about the solution. Further than that, every piece of content, you always kind of see micro videos, articles, blog posts, long form posts, webinars, training videos like this. Well, what do you show to someone at the right time? That's the question I always kind of go back to, and then what a lot of people ask me. So really what you have to realize is that not only do you have to have the right message with the sidewalk, slow lane, fast lane, but you have to have the right amount of time commitment. Because if someone's not committed to the solution, they're not going to stay on your webinar for 90 minutes. If somebody's in your sidewalk, they're not going to look at a big guide that takes them 20 minutes. And so what it means is that we have to be very intentional about how we drive traffic. We have to be very intentional how we create Facebook ads that allow us to inform someone before they come to our landing page. We have to be very intentional on how we bring someone through this experience in which they actually get to know us. Because the thing is, it's not about automating. It's about being able to create a way of automated, intimate relationships that then you can then transfer into becoming customers of yours. And this is where everything feels slimy, because when things aren't intimate, when things feel automated, well, you gotta remember, we're working with human beings, we're not working with robots. Until the day we do, we have to treat human beings like humans. And we need to start doing that again, because intimacy sells more than anything else. So, when you have content, think about it this way. If you have micro content, if you have small pieces of content, well, that should be aligned to the people that are in the sidewalk. People that don't really know the problem right now, but they should know you. And in the slow lane, when it comes to content, you should have guides, you should have long form posts, you should have videos that are 5 or 10 minutes that allow someone to understand the process where they can go from not knowing to knowing and knowing that you gave it to them. Because the people that teach us, the people that deliver content to us, we look up to them naturally because those are the ones that teach us. It's just the way that you think back to your kindergarten teacher. You probably think back to her or him as being an authority in your life, or your mother, your parents, or whatever it may be. So it's very important that you're in this place of being able to teach, being able to show the process and how things work, so that in that slow lane, when you're sharing that guide or that challenge or that video or that long form post or whatever it may be with your audience, that you can have the point of getting them from the slow lane to the fast lane, but also having the time commitment of actually consuming the content that's going to allow them to actually consume it and use it to magnetize them towards you. And of course, it's also important to be able to ensure that we're bringing the right people to those pieces of content. And then finally, in the fast lane, when you're bringing them to the phone call, or you're bringing them to the application page, or you're bringing them to the video sales letter, or you're bringing them to the webinar, it's important that they already understand the process and mechanism. It's important that they already know the pain and all of these pieces. And because now you can actually keep them on a webinar for 60 or 90 minutes. Now they're actually going to show up to the phone call. And instead of being on the phone call and trying to figure out what the process is and if this is for them, they're like, yes, I want to work with you. They're, yes, this makes sense to me. And now your 10% close rate on the phone goes to a 50%. Now when you're on a webinar, you have everyone wait until the end. Now when you have a video sales letter, someone actually watches it. Somebody actually wants to engage and have your brilliant gifts that you put into the world, the unfair advantage that you put into the world. And finally, somebody engages and somebody's there so that you can actually help them and they can actually buy from you. So that you can take this value that you have and you can distribute it to more people, and you can go from informing to transforming, because transformation is what we are here to do. Now the next piece of this, once they come in and you have these content pieces put together, the biggest question is, Scott, I don't want to create all these pieces of content. How can I not do that? How can I make it so I can batch my content, create it, and then just deliver it at the right time? So right now, we're going to go through that on how we take these 3 different types of content, the sidewalk content, the slow lane content, and the fast lane content, and we deliver it, we serve it up to the right people at the right time so that they see it as being relevant, and also so you don't have to create content all day. So we'll go to that in just a few minutes. So now you're generating leads, now you're bringing people into your funnel, you have your Facebook ads or wherever you're driving the traffic. You're bringing them through the slow lane, you're bringing them through the relevancy funnel, and you've got great content created. So what's the next step? Well, we want to be able to deliver that content to them via their inbox, their email inbox, Messenger, Facebook Messenger, as well as Facebook ads or YouTube ads. Now, here's the thing. Based on where somebody is to and how much they're engaging, we need to ensure that we're not being too frequent, but at the same time, we want to be top of mind. So here's the thing. When you have someone's attention, you also must ensure that the message you're delivering them is relevant, because if you're relevant, frequency is wanted. But if not, what ends up happening is if you're too frequent with a non-relevant message, you actually end up being annoying. And when you're annoying, people tune out. When you're relevant, people tune in. And you want tuned in people that are going to be able to actually work with you. You're going to want tuned in people that actually want your content. So how do we do that? Well, Facebook ads allow us to be able to retarget people. It allows us to set how frequent our content is in front of them. It allows us to be able to say that, well, you know what, to these people, we're going to show this type of ad. So think about it this way. If someone's coming into your funnel right away and they're downloading your guide, are they ready to jump on a call with you right away? If they go through your challenge, are they ready to work with you right away? Probably not. So what we want to do is we want to build authority. So that's sharing PR. That's sharing your growth tactics. That's showing your help. That's sharing long form posts on Facebook. That's sharing short videos of training that are 2 or 3 minutes, micro content that's actually going to be consumed. And so people are going to see you kind of own the newsfeed now. They're going to see you create this content that's already pre-created. You don't have to continue to create it over and over again. And at the right time, you're going to show this piece and that piece. And utilizing a little bit of advanced Facebook retargeting, you're going to be able to show just the right piece of content that's going to be able to fast forward that person's mindset to the next level, allowing them to see the pain that they have illuminated in a greater way, and allowing you to be the most relevant, top of mind choice, and really ensuring that you're the Coca-Cola of your niche, of your little tiny small pond, because you don't have to have a big pond to be the big fish. Now, what does this look like in execution? Well, instead of advertising just for lead generation, just for advertising for these, we're going to use things like page post engagement. We're going to use things like the brand awareness and brand reach options on Facebook retargeting, things that most people really never get into. See, in advertising, there's 4 different types. There's lead generation, sales, awareness, and audience building. I call it the advertising pyramid. And most of the time, you should be spending about 50% of your money on lead generation and sales, and 50% on audience building and awareness, being able to be in front of your audience. See, it's not about actually ensuring that your audience reads all of your content. It's more than anything else, ensuring that you're just top of mind, that you're there every single day, that the frequency is high enough so that people at the right time in the slow lane and the fast lane inside of your funnel are actually engaging and seeing your content, seeing your face. It's kind of like going to the gym and seeing the pretty girl or the handsome guy and being like, you know what? I've seen that person 30 times. I'm going to go up and talk to that person. It's about being in front of them and creating those levels and moments of awareness so that in your marketing funnel, instead of having 10,000 leads that are totally unengaged, they download at your lead magnet, they don't even know who you are anymore because they don't open their inbox because people don't check their inbox anymore, that you are owning their screen by being on YouTube, by being on Facebook, or being wherever it may be. This idea of omnipresence and then utilizing these different content types, being able to utilize videos at the right time and being able to know that, oh, you know what, this person's engaged with me 11 times, well, maybe they're ready for the next step. And then offering the opportunity to book a call, offering the opportunity to be on a webinar so that when they're actually at that point of you offering them help, of you being able to say, you know what, I think I can help you. You're in my audience. You're in the people that I can actually help, and it's relevant and it makes sense. And they're going to be a yes. It's not going to feel salesy. It's not going to feel icky. It's just going to feel natural because you're actually helping them and they're ready and willing to accept and want that help in their life or in their business or in their relationship. And I think that's an amazing thing. I think it's amazing that we can spend less money because the beautiful thing is it costs literally dollars a day to retarget these small audiences on Facebook and on YouTube. It costs very little money to be able to show and consistently be in front of somebody with different ideas and concepts and pieces of content. And the beautiful thing is, the most amazing thing is that we don't have to be creating content each and every single day. We don't have to be in a situation where we're always just organically sharing information. This is all on autopilot. This is all being relevant and having those moments of true omnipresence where we're showing up in their life 2, 3, 4 times per day, bringing them and magnetizing them and attracting those people towards us more and more and more to the point where they're just like, you know what, I need this fixed. I need this problem solved. And that person, you are the one that they want to hire. You are the one that they want to buy their product from. And I think that is the coolest point of everything that we can do online. It's not about having tens of thousands of leads anymore. It's about having quality connections, having intimacy, and making it so that when you get on that phone call or when you get at that point of offering an opportunity, it's a heck yes instead of ugh. And that heck yes is going to be able to allow you to create so much transformation in the lives of your clients and your customers. And I think that that is a really cool opportunity for you. So anyways, hopefully this has been interesting. And hopefully this has been a moment of clarity around what it means about being relevant and what it means to be omnipresent. Because this is the next level that goes beyond just a marketing funnel. And it includes content marketing, and it includes retargeting, and it includes the marketing concepts, but it's about illuminating instead of manipulating. And I want you to help your people. I want you to be able to serve on a greater level. I want you to be able to have the impact and the abundance and the freedom that you desire in your life and the lives of the people that you work with. So with that said, I've included some resources for you that dive a little bit deeper. But for now, if you believe that this makes sense for you and you'd like to be one of the 224 entrepreneurs, click the link below. It is kind of super qualified. We're looking for just people that are between here and there where we can help the best. And of course, everybody else, you can always enjoy our free content and the content that we put out, but we're really helping and wanting to help others serve on that higher level. So with that said, that's it for today. Hopefully you enjoyed this. And if you did, make sure you message me, at the end, I read absolutely everything. I love being able to work with entrepreneurs like you. And it's just an incredible, incredible experience. And I want you to seriously think about implementing this into your business, into your life, and allowing you to be the most relevant choice in your industry and the most top of mind. Because those are the ones that are going to be the winners in business and the ones that can create the most impact. With that said, we'll talk soon. Bye. So if you enjoyed this content and you want more of it, make sure you go ahead and subscribe. And if you want other entrepreneurs just like you to be able to also access this information, this knowledge, make sure you go ahead and share it with someone that means the most to you. Remember, as entrepreneurs, it's our job to be able to help other entrepreneurs continue to elevate, allowing us to evolve society and evolve our world. I'll see you next time. Bye.